What is up, mental patients? My name is Tormental, and today we are looking at funny fan skins for Overwatch characters. These are not official skins, not by any means. You will never likely see anything like them in the game, with the exception maybe of the first one we'll be looking at, but I'll get into that in a bit. These are just things I found while I was looking for fan-made original content for skins for Overwatch characters. These are some things I found that made me laugh. I figured I'd save them, do a couple special videos just with the funny ones. First up, we have number 5, Basketball Zenyatta, with his little mini basketballs instead of his usual orbs that he's got around him at all times. Yeah, I don't know how they didn't do this when they did the Summer Games skins, like when they made Lucio a soccer player and made Tracer, some marathon runner and stuff like that. How did they not make Basketball Zenyatta? Especially when you can play basketball in the game. You could try to hit the basketballs into the hoop. I mean, how? How did they miss this? But above and beyond the fact that it actually could be in the game as a Summer Games skin, it is also pretty funny, because if you think about Zenyatta, doing stuff like, I believe that I've made a layup. Should I say Booyaka Shah now? I mean, it's a funny concept. Number 4 on our list, we have Skeletor. Oh, wait, no, I should do that right. I should do that differently. We have Skeletor as Reaper, or Reaper as Skeletor, whichever way you want to look at it. This is so fucking perfect. I mean, it's funny and everything, and you would never see it in the game because of course, trademark, copyright issues, but it's just hilarious to think, is there a better matchup of characters than Reaper and Skeletor? I mean, just look at how well it works with the cloak, the armor being colored, like Skeletor's skin, like it's not actually his skin showing, that's his armor. You can see the knee pads, you can see the boots and everything. It just works so well. And I don't know, I like the dragons on the guns, because if you know your He-Man or Masters of the Universe history, you know that he had, like, I don't know what the fuck it was, Dragon Claw Skeletor or whatever the fuck. And it just works. All the little accents are there, all the little touches. Somebody paid a lot of attention to detail. I think it works really well. And on top of that, funny. I like the dragons on the guns. I like the fact that they're facing inward toward Reaper as opposed to outward toward the barrel. I think that lends even more of a Masters of the Universe feel to it, because that seems like a little touch they would put like on the figures. At least maybe like the newer ones when they redesigned everything to make it more detailed. I don't know. Now we have on our list a bit of a 2-for-1. A bit of a double deal, a double feature, a threesome with you and these two characters. No, that's inappropriate. We've got magical girls who fly through the sky and they're coming to murder you. They'll shove a rocket launcher up your ass, then revive you and do it again. We got Mercy and Farah as magical girls. And if you can't see why that's funny, I have no hope in you as a human being, because look at it. Not only is the artwork great, not only is the attention to detail great, like the little ribbons, or bows, I should say, on Farah's arms and everything. Not only is all of that great, but it's fucking funny on top of it all. And, you probably would be laughing your ass off as Farah came flying up on you like this, and you'd be laughing all the way to your grave. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool, and especially good for people who ship pharmacy. But yeah. Number 2 on the list. We're getting down to it here. We're just ripping through these things. Number 2 kind of requires a little bit of backstory if you don't know the game. But we got Math Teacher Hanzo. That's right. Math Teacher Hanzo. He's here to teach you about simple geometry, which is a line that he says when he fires his scatter arrow, sometimes. Yeah, so somebody took that and ran with it, that one line of dialogue, and made him into a geometry teacher. And just something about him as a geometry teacher, dressed in the normal, professional wear of a, professor or whatever, it's so fucking funny to see that character. You could just picture him in class going, no, that's wrong! And then he goes, Ryugo whatever the fuck, and launches a dragon right up your ass. But, yeah, extra credit on this design for giving him a briefcase that turns into a bow. I don't know how that would ever work in the game. I don't think you could actually do that in the game, but, it's still kudos nonetheless. But yeah, seeing him run around the battlefield dressed like this would be fucking hilarious. Number 1 on our list, we're getting right down to it. This is the final thing, the big hurrah, the most funny fucking skin I could find for this video. Salty Bastion. Yeah, Bastion with salt shakers and as a salt canister. If you know the history of the game at all, if you've played it at all, you know that people fucking hate Bastion. I mean, he just sits there in turret form and just mows everybody down, and if he has protection, it's even worse. And people get a little salty at him, so, you know, here he is to fire salt directly in your face. You would never see this skin, obviously, in the game, because, well, the copyright or trademark issues with the Morton salt canister, but if they changed that image, if they changed it up to make it so that this could be actually an Overwatch skin, I think probably almost every Bastion player would probably use it. Because, you know, with as salty as people get at you when you get play of the game every time as Bastion, I think people would enjoy picking the salt skin and wearing that around and just rubbing it in everybody's faces. But I don't know. That's just me. That's my list. I'm doing one more list of silly skins. And I'm not sure when I posted this. There might be another video coming out of regular skins, whatever. But if you have any that you want to show off, put them in the comments below, and I'll check them out. That's about it for me. Salty Bastion, everybody.